World War Z are kind of like the third act of the film. So Nate, what did you think about like the resolution? We talked about this in the podcast a little bit, but we didn't go into details. This is a very unique take on the zombie apocalypse and how to solve it and things like that. So what did you think about like the third act of World War Z?
I liked it. I think it was one of the better uh, parts of the whole movie, and it kind of, proves my point that these so-called zombies might not actually be zombies, but be infected by some sort of virus, because the whole resolution is Brad Pitt thinks our weakness, which is sickness, would nullify their strength.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it basically was that a virus needs a healthy host in order for it to spread. From to basically to live on. It needs to spread going from host to host to host. That's how viruses work. And in order for that virus to be able to spread, it needed a healthy host. So the people going on to bite one another, basically that was the virus acting out for it to spread itself. So that way the virus can continue to live on. And that was why people were biting each other, which again goes on with your theory that they're not really zombies, but it's just people infected with a virus, and this virus is wanting to live on, and that's how it works. But Brad Pitt's theory, his character's theory, was that or he saw zombies throughout the film, or infected people, however you want to call them, but he saw them as people, they were passing up people, certain people that you would consider sick, people that may have other viruses. So his theory was, if we are infected with a virus, they'll pass us, they won't consider us healthy hosts, and that can work as camouflage, which is really unique and very interesting and a different take on what you would get in a zombie apocalypse type movie. So it wasn't about necessarily just all out war with the zombies as you see in like The Walking Dead and things like that, but instead it's, hey, let's use a virus to counteract that virus. It's kind of like fighting fire with fire type thing. And so they were able to camouflage themselves and fight off these zombies because they can no longer see them, because the military now infected with these viruses, while kind of dangerous, but it's one of those things where you are able to counteract that though, because the enemy now can't see you, kind of a deal. So, and essentially they were able to create a vaccine, so it wasn't quite as dangerous, but that vaccine was able to keep people healthy and alive, but at the same time, these so-called zombies weren't able to see them. And that was pretty interesting.
Right. I think the only problem I had with it was Brad Pitt's character. He's getting these viruses, and he's in this little room, and it's closed off, and there's a zombie, or whatever you want to call him, standing outside the door. Brad Pitt's character has no weapons. He lost what he was using for a weapon. So he decides that he's just going to take one of these viruses, randomly pick one, inject himself, and see if it works.